My theory is that Rick envies Jerry so much that he hates him. But I know what you are for sure asking yourself right now. Why the hell would Rick envy Jerry, the most mediocre man that has ever existed, one that doesn't even dream of space travel and only dedicates time to his family, even when he has a shitty marriage?
You think it's cool being the smartest man on Earth, but once we give you this technology, you become the smartest thing in every conceivable universe. The infinite Rick. A god. Pass.
Our Rick, the one who wanted to stay with his family, could not do that. We know that memory was false, but we do know from episodes like Tales of the Citadel, that Ricks consider their simple self, the one that stayed with Beth, his completion, now unachievable. Unlike all of them, Jerry is a simple man, who, no matter what he does, will dedicate every second of his life to his family, and we know that he would try to be a father to his children even after a divorce, since he almost had one. A shitty marriage, yes, but at least he could afford to stay there. Meanwhile, all Ricks abandoned their families at some point. So my reasoning is, we don't know why did they leave, but the more mediocre every Jerry is, the more impossible it is for them to leave their families behind, while Rick, for the sole reason that he is a Rick, had to. On what do I base this statement? Well, things like the Simple Rick commercial hint that,
come home to the impossible flavor of your own completion. Come home to Simple Rick.
It is possible that they didn't care about their abandoned families and that they only came back to use Morty as his camouflage, but that wouldn't explain the Simple Rick commercial. That wouldn't explain the picture of Rick in Bert Person's house, or the memory of Rick with Morty as a child, or the fact that no universe with Rick has a living Diane. What is sure is that the Simple Rick commercial makes it clear that, at one point, they cared about their families, and that none of them got to live with theirs. So my theory, as a consequence of this reasoning, is that Ricks all over the multiverse hate their Jerrys because they are too simple to be anything else than a family guy, achieving the true Rick dream, while the Ricks had to leave their families and, probably, do something like mixing them with other families so that other Ricks didn't take them as hostages, and so that the Rick that did belong to that family didn't even know which one was his, to protect them, in a similar fashion than the Beth clones. Rick feelings towards Jerry aren't those of hate and disgust, it is just envy.
Yeah, you win, Jerry. You win! No amount of genius can stop your dumb, mediocre, vacuous roots from digging into everything and everyone around you and draining them of any ability to fend you off.